complete, 2nd and 10. Pass incomplete, 3rd down. Pass pushing to 24 to out. Gain of 6. 4th and 4. Punt goes out of bounds at the Bobcat 42-yard line. That's where they will go. 1st and 10. Scrimmage, no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. And that ends our 1st quarter play. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the Texas Panthers looking for you this evening. Your benefits are band boosters and athletic boosters. And our athletic boosters are working the sample, stop by, get you something, cold drink, and tasty food. Before he gets around the tree, gets across midfield in Anahuac territory, out of bounds, 45-yard line. 14, Perry Cosi on the carry, leading the tackle for the Panthers, number 24, Delisle. Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 6. Loss of 1 on the play. Third and 7. Penalty flag on the play, ineligible receiver downfield. That penalty is declined. Brings up 4th down. Yard line of the Panthers. It'll be 1st and 10 for Anahuac. Pass number 2, Bailey. Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd and 8. Pass is incomplete. 4th down for your Panthers. Elizabeth Houghton makes the fair catch at his 42-yard line. First and 10. Dixler on the carry. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Just a timeout being taken on the field for injured player.
Test 1 2 3. Let us know in the chat if you can hear us. Again, let us know in the chat if you can hear us. Testing 1 2 3. Test. We can hear you. Adam says we can hear you.
Well, welcome back to the ball game. 8:28 remaining here in the second quarter. Second down and 5. As the Bobcats are at their own 47-yard line. As you've been watching, we've gone 3 possessions with punts. Bobcats hurrying to the line. Handoff is going to go through to the first back. See who gets up off the pile. That's going to be Dishler. Dishler is going to pick up. See where they mark it. They're going to give him enough. Are they going to give him enough for a first down?
All right, appreciate everybody being patient with us. I'm not sure it's something with the software, so we apologize for that. We're glad that we're able to get back and going. We appreciate everybody coming back after we had to restart the stream. Never want to do that. Had to do it last week, so I guess we got to keep up with the pattern. But nonetheless, we are back up, and we thank each and every one of you for coming back.
Hey, at least measure it.
It wasn't quite, I guess, measurable, but that's enough for the first down for the Bobcats as they lead it here 15-8 with 7:48 remaining in the first half.
81 yards on 12 carries for Cameron Dishler as he picks up the first down in Panther territory. Toss left is going to go back to Dishler across the 35-40 as he's going to get pushed out of bounds. We'll see where they mark him. They're going to mark him at the 41, so that's going to be a pickup of 7. 88 yards on 13 carries for Cameron Dishler. Braden Parker is under center back there. Along with Dishler is Gavin Perry-Cosi. Clock is stopped with 7:32, 7 seconds on the play clock. Under center, we had movement before the snap. It's going to be the second penalty of the ball game against the Bobcats. That's going to set them back 5 more yards. So second down and 8 after the penalty. Fakes the pitch. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to get buried in the backfield. Parker had nowhere to go. He's going to end up losing 2. Jonathan Cooper jumping back there.
Well, and that's what the Anahuac Panthers are going to have to do to stop the momentum of the Bobcats that they have so far.
It's actually going to be a loss of 3. So 3rd down and 11 from the Panther 49. 6th play of the drive for the Bobcats. We'll tick under 6.5 remaining here in the first half. Pitch right. They're going to try to throw it again. Dishler is going to air it up, and this one's going to be lofted and intercepted. Intercepted by Javion West.
Well, I told you in the pregame, and I don't know if anybody was hearing us in the pregame or not, but, the Bobcats, they don't pass very often. And when they do, things can happen like that with any team as far as just throwing it up. But very well covered downfield, and now the Panthers are going to get another shot here with 6:25 remaining.
Nice patience there by West to wait on the football. And it's actually Dishler. That was his 2nd pass of the ball game. First pass going for a halfback pass, 35-yard touchdown. This time coming to Coates is going to go in and out of the hands of Coates. Will fall to the turf. Will bring up 2nd down and 10. So as you were saying, Dishler, the running back, with one more pass than the quarterback, Braden Parker. Clock stops with 6:19 on the incompletion. Orangefield still leading Anahuac 15-8 on your turkey shoot scoreboard. We owe a sponsor for the first quarter because we had the technical difficulties. Barrier sets back, unloads, going downfield to Cunningham. Was going to be broken up as the secondary for the Bobcats has really buckled down since the first drive of the ball game.
Well, they have. They've really covered just really, really good, keeping the Panthers' pass game to a minimum. And, aside from the excellent catches by Talon Cunningham, the safety, especially for the Bobcats, is doing extraordinarily well.
Mason Manning, the freshman, on the coverage for the Bobcats. So Barrier is going to go out of the pistol. The Panthers are going to go 3 wide to the far side. Sets back, looking downfield, under pressure, rolling right, has his man. It's Cunningham, and it's caught at the 45-yard line. Pick up a 20, move the chains, first down. They're going to give him the 46. So 21 yards on the pitch and catch. Quickly to the line. It's De La O with the rush for 1. Laundry on the field in the realm of holding. Nope, it's going to go against it's going to go against the Bobcats. Why did he ask? Looked like he had asked knee. So chop block against the Panthers is going to go for a loss of 15. First penalty of the ball game for the Panthers. Takes the ball back to the Panther 31-yard line. First down and 25 now for the Panthers. Panthers are going to come out 4 wide. Trips to the far side. Cunningham to the near side. Quick toss. Coates, wide receiver screen, is going to pick up some yardage. They're going to get some back. Pick up of, looks like 7.
And with that timeout, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take it with them, but we'll be back here shortly. I'm going to try to get some more audio issues ironed out, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
From custom processing, professional guided hunts, hide tanning, and gator merchandise, Porter's Processing and Alligator Farm offers a personal experience like no other. Locally owned and operated in Anahuac, Texas since 1987, Porter's has been Southeast Texas' premier choice for any hunting adventure need. Now offering full-service processing of gator, deer, beef, hogs, and other wild game. Make Porter's Processing this hunting season's one-stop shop. Visit them today at portersprocessing.com or call 409-267-8413.
Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry back here from Kyle White Stadium. We do apologize again about the audio difficulties. We
Still trying to iron them out and let us know that, because I changed channels and make sure that we can you can still hear us. We apologize that you can hear us during the commercial break. Like I said, I'm trying to iron out some of it through the software.
So second down and, do my Aggie math, 15. Nope, that's not right. Second down and 18. Inside pass to Cunningham is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. We'll bring up third down and 17. Currently the Panthers are 0 for 3 on third down. Want to thank Terrain Lawn Care here in Anahuac for sponsoring the first quarter. We apologize that we were having the audio difficulties. We're not able to get that to you in the first quarter. Located here in Anahuac, 409-599-0223. Also want to thank Gator Garage, 102 Wallaceville Liberty Road, for sponsoring the second quarter. Located in Wallaceville, 409-767-4131. Third down in Oak Island for the Panthers. Sends a man in motion. Fakes it. Looks downfield. Has a man.
Where is the flag? There it is.
There it is, finally. Greg Neese is thanking his lucky stars here.
That one kind of hurt. I know he was sandwiched, and that was Robert Bailey, the intended target.
Bailey knew he was going to take a hit, but still tried to make the catch. That should be pass interference, and that should move the chains. We'll see what the official call is. Nonetheless, it'll be a third penalty against the Bobcats, and that it is pass interference, 15 yards. 3 penalties, 25 yards. Move the chains for the Panthers' first down here in the first half, with 4:24 remaining in the first half. So first down and 10 from the Bobcat 47. Sends a man in motion, 4 wide. Quick toss is going to go to across the 40. They're going to say down at the 38. Camden Wilson on the reception. That's pick up a 10. Move the chains, back-to-back first downs, 5th first down of the first half for the Panthers. Barrier will come under center. 2 backs behind him, De La O and Wilson. Fakes the pitch, rolling to his left, looking downfield, has his man, is caught. Is that Braden Edmonds? It is. Braden Edmonds working out of the slot.
And we didn't talk about the sophomore impact. Braden Edmonds, one of those, getting into the slot, first getting into it in week 3. And doing a good job at that.
So pick up a 10, move the chains once more. Clock stops. Timeout, Bobcats. We'll take it with them, as we'll be back with 3:10 remaining here in the first half. Orangefield leads Anahuac after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Building a new home? Does your driveway need that long overdue facelift? Or are you just looking to finally get your lot cleared and ready to build something great? Look no further and trust the locally owned and operated professionals at Title Services Incorporated. No need to hire multiple contractors. Title Services does all phases of residential and commercial land clearing, house pads, ponds, dirt and rock delivery, and demolition.
Call for a free estimate 409-267-1057 or visit them on Facebook at Title Services Inc.
Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry. Back here where the Panthers are in business at the Bobcat 28-yard line, trying to even it up with 3:10 remaining here in the first half. Barrier is going to go out of the gun, pistol formation. 3 wide to the far side. First down and 10. Coates at the 25 makes a move, is going to fall forward to about the 21. That's going to be a pickup of 8. 15 yards on 2 completions for Coates. So second down and 3. Barrier under center. Fakes the pitch, handoff. Wilson has lots of room. Spin move at the 10. It's going to fall forward to the 9. That's going to be a pickup of 12. Move the chains once more. Panthers in the red zone. First and goal from the 9. 2:30 and counting here in the first half. Nice sustained drive by the Panthers. 3 wide. Handoff. Wilson straight up the gut. Gets to the 1. Pick up at 8, second down and goal. And Barrier's going to keep it himself into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. So Barrier on the sneak. Swinging gate formation once more.
Yeah, just to answer your question, Adam, I'm working on some of that issue too. We lost the clock in the middle of the scoreboard.
Cabrera is going to put it up. Is good, but Laundry is on the field. We'll see. It looks like the Bobcats may have jumped. But that does make it interesting. Do they keep the point or move forward? Nope, they do keep the point, so we're all tied up. After the point after, we're all square at 15. 2:05 remaining here in the first half, as we'll continue with more after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Want to escape to a relaxing destination on the Texas Gulf Coast? Trinity Bay RV and Lodging has just what you need. Nestled next to historic Fort Anahuac Park and less than an hour east of Houston, Trinity Bay RV and Lodging has everything for your next vacation, weekend getaway, or extended stay, offering daily, weekly, and monthly rates on 54 full hookup RV sites and 11 fully furnished cabins. Visit online today at TrinityBayRVLodging.com or give them a call, 409-267-6774.
Pass interference isn't automatic first down.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Anahuac Sports Live, where it's all tied up at 15 with 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We are working on getting the time clock put back on.
Flag on the kickoff is taken at the 18 across the 30, still on his feet. And it's going to be taken down at with forward progress. Looks like the 36. We'll see what the flag is. Does look like it was against the Panthers, so we'll see if the Bobcats want the Panthers to re-kick it. Or take the 5 yards. And they are going to make the Panthers re-kick it. It was 75 yards on 8 plays. Took 4:20 off the clock. It was it was 9 plays. Brady Barrier QB sneak into the end zone from a yard out. The point after was good. Your new score, 15-15 on your Turkey Shoot scoreboard. With 1:56 remaining here in the first half. Bobcats trying to tack on as they'll get the ball in the second half to open it up. Panthers trying to hold on and square it up at the half. Ball teed back up at the 35. Cabrera gets under it. Gets some leg behind it. It's going to come at the 21. Across the 25. Blocking the back is going to be the call. So looks like it was around the 26. So the Panthers will, the Bobcats will probably set up shop. And they got the flag at the, that was farther than that. Nonetheless, we'll get it situated for you. We'll see where the Bobcats will set up for this possession. It does look like the accepting the penalty is going to backfire on head coach Josh Smalley and the Bobcats. So they're going to mark the ball at the 25. And believe it or not, that's actually the worst starting field position for the Bobcats so far tonight. So first down and 10, $1:53 remaining. Stick around for the Coastal Field Services halftime show, where we will give you stats as we have them. Both bands will be performing their UIL contest. As, boy, what a run there. Pickup of 13 for Dishler. Puts him over the century mark. 101 yards on 14 carries. This rush is going to be strung out. That was Singleton. Timeout Bobcats, their second of the first half. They'll have one remaining. We'll keep it here. We're going to try to get you some scores from around the area. Singleton picked up 3. Will be second down and 7. Clock stops with 1:32 remaining. Panthers still have all 3 timeouts, so if they're able to shut them down quickly, they do have a chance to get the ball back. I would assume if they stop them here on second down and bring up third, that they would use one of their first timeouts. Gorgeous evening here in Anahuac as a nice cool front has come through. Great crowd for the Panthers tonight. Orangefield bringing quite a few on their sideline as well. So quickly the Bobcats come to the line. Second down and 7. Out of the gun is faking the handoff. Parker's going to keep it himself. He's going to get a couple of yards. We do have a flag down, and it does look within the realm of holding.
I'm sorry about that. Trying to get the clock back up for you guys.
So false start moves them back 5 yards. That is the 4th penalty for 30 yards against the Bobcats. Anahuac faithful trying to get the defense going. Once again, coming out of the gun is Braden Parker. Hands it off to Dishler. Dishler fighting his way forward. He's going to get the yardage that was lost plus a little bit more. Pick up a 9 for Dishler. Gives him 110 on 15 carries. Third down. It's going to be third down and 3. Out of the gun once more, going 3 wide. Parker rolling left, under pressure, throws it up, is going to be incomplete. So with 29 seconds remaining here in the first half, the Panthers are going to get the ball back as the Bobcat special teams come onto the field. Panthers are under 3 timeouts. We'll be able to see if Brady Barrier can do anything down the field. Punter for Bobcats looks to be Caleb Fregia or Fregia. Gets it. Nice punt. It's going to come down to Cunningham at the 25. He's going to get out of bounds at the 30. We'll see if they give him the 31. They do not. So that'll be the 30.
I know I'm sounding like a broken record, and I apologize for all of the hiccups that we're having. But got the clock back up. And when I did, it made things a little loud on y'all's end. But at least we got the clock back. We got some audio back. And now I got to fix the audio through our headsets.
That's all right.
We're getting there.
27 seconds remaining in the first half. 3 wide. Barrier. Pistol's going to hand it off to Wilson. Wilson across the 30, finding his way forward to the 35. Timeout. Panthers, their first. So Wilson's going to pick up 5. Did see before the game that Cabrera connected from 45 yards out. So 32 yards on 6 carries for Camden Wilson. So that would be 10, 20, 35 yards to get to a 45-yard field goal attempt for Fernando Cabrera. Let's see here. Dayton is all over Nederland, 24-0 at the half. Hardin and Tarkington are all square. An exciting 0-0 ball game at the half. Silsby on top of Hardin Jefferson, 41-0. 54 seconds remaining in the second quarter there. Holday Zeta is on top of Houston Kip, 24-16. Second down and 5. Out of the gun, Barrier. Wide receiver screen to Coates. Is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to pick up 4. Timeout. Panthers once more. 141 yards through the air for Brady Barrier as we have it. Third catch of the ball game for Coates for 19 yards. Buna is all over Kirbyville, 35-8 at the half. Woodville on top of Shepherd, 22-14 at the half. So my picks are trying to hang in there. Barbers Hill on top of Goose Creek, 21-0. Barrier going long, has a man open at the 35-30, 25-20. He's going to get pushed out of bounds with 2 seconds remaining, and that is going to give Fernando Cabrera a chance at a field goal before the end of the half. Robert Bailey checking back in.
Well, it doesn't look like to me like they're going to go for the field goal. Let's say they did get out of bounds.
40 yards from Barrier to Bailey. 50 yards on 3 catches for Robert Bailey. And you're right, Trent. It does look like they're going to go for it.
Be looking for the corner fade here.
You've got 2 6'5" receivers in Coates and Bailey. And the fade has been very, very good to the Panthers. Panthers are going to call their last timeout of the first half with 2 seconds remaining, as we'll keep it here. Got both bands ready to go. UIL competition is coming up tomorrow or next weekend?
Well, they got a competition tomorrow that's just kind of a warm-up competition in PNG. We will be there. We'll be on Facebook for that, going live for the Anahuac Panther Band, and then 2 weeks from tomorrow it will be the UIL marching contest. We'll also be live tomorrow morning in Barbers Hill for the varsity cross country. Hopefully they don't have music playing this week, because last week in Liberty they did, and I wasn't able to do the girls.
So with 2 seconds remaining in the first half, the Panthers from 18 yards out. They've got Coates to the near side, Bailey and Cunningham to the far side. One-on-one coverage down here. I imagine they're going to try to float it to Coates, and that's what they're going to do. Lofts it up in the corner. It's going to be knocked away. Nice defense by the Bobcats.
Definitely that. It was very well covered. He's able to get a hand on it, and it was exactly what we talked about, that fade pass. But
Jackson Humplick, the senior for the Bobcats. So that's going to take us to the half, where at the half we are all square, 15 apiece between Orangefield and Anahuac. We invite you to stick around for the Coastal Field Services halftime show, as we'll be back with the bands after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Since 1948, Wilcox Drugstore has been the Anahuac area's most experienced and trusted pharmacy. Continuing its long-lasting reputation for personal attention to all your medical needs, Wilcox Drugstore offers counsel, refills, transfers, compounding, flu shots, and delivery. Visit pharmacist Dave Wilcox and his experienced staff today at 1208 Miller Street in Anahuac, or call 409-267-6141. Wilcox Drugstore, delivering solutions, delivering confidence.
The award-winning Orangefield Sophisticats. Fish Cats are directed by Jared Gould and Lacey Stelly. The Fish Cats would like to thank their titanium sponsors, Jackson Landscaping, Olsen Engineering, and Rebecca Fabrication. Now welcome to the field, the Pride of Orangefield, the award-winning Bobcat Pride Marching Band. The band will now perform for your halftime pledge of the 2022 UIL contest show across the universe. Food soloist, Matthew Whitney. Color guard of the week is Riley Peasley. Band section of the week is the saxophone section. Marcher of the week is Tristan Glover. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Josh Eckley, Madison Meyer, and Sadie Prowse. And the close our sponsor, Jill Hargrave. We want to wish Anahuac Band good luck at their upcoming contest. Please come support your Bobcat Pride Marching Band at PUB tomorrow, Saturday, October 1st at 7 p.m. at the PUB Marching Band. This is Sports for the Heart of Halftime. Guys in the house, enjoy the rest of the game, and we believe.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present your 2022-23 Pantherettes. The managers for the Pantherettes are MJ Johnson and Isabella Madonna. Juniors, Brenda Garcia, Kaylee Perez, and Caitlin Ramirez. Sophomores, Kayla Cooper and Leslie Hernandez. Freshmen, Olivia Lowry, Bree Jones, and Yasmin Zenzeha. Social officers. Your social officer president is Cadence Whitmire, with Kayla Pearl and Jayla Pearl. Your second lieutenant and senior, Abril Alberto. First lieutenant and sophomore, Hannah Anderson. Lieutenant colonel and senior, Emily Ramirez. Colonel and senior, Kelly Galindo. And our honor guards, Eric Muniz, McKady Moore, and Fidel Asuera. And now, ladies and gentlemen, performing to tears, accompanied by the pride of Anahuac, your Anahuac High School Pantherettes, under the direction of Julia Johnson and Dr. Tara Marshall, Principal. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your award-winning Pride of Anahuac marching band. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Brielle Christensen, Pablo Salazar, and Kaylee Perez. Color guard is led by Captain Yvette Garcia and Co-Captain Savannah Desmo. Color guard sponsor is Mrs. Jennifer Bogey. Directors for the band are Mr. Cody Cunningham, Mr. Morgan Contreras, and Mr. Aaron Porter. This week's Marcher of the Week is Dante Childress. Tonight the band will be performing their 2022 UIL marching show, Immortal Beloved. Soloist for tonight is Tyler Farrow. Drum majors, you may begin when your band is ready.
Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry back here from Kyle White Stadium, as we hope you've enjoyed the presentation of both bands' UIL performances, as they will be coming up here in the next couple of weeks to do their UIL competitions. At the half, Anahuac and Orangefield all knotted up on the Coastal Field Services halftime show. And some of the stats as we have them. First for the Orangefield Bobcats, obviously a good deal of rushing on their side. Cameron Dishler, 15 rushes for 110 yards. It is Gavin Perry-Cosi, 4 rushes for 14. Case Singleton, a rush for 3 yards. It was Bo Elkins, a rush for 2, and Braden Parker, 2 rushes for -1 yard, as he does have a touchdown through the ground. Passing 0 for 1 for Braden Parker, and it was Cameron Dishler, 1 for 2 for 35 yards, a touchdown and an interception. That lone reception going to Smith on the halfback pass for the Bobcats' first touchdown of the ball game from 35 yards out. As for the Panthers, Camden Wilson, 6 rushes, 32 yards. Thomas De La O, 1 rush for 3 yards. Barrier has a couple, but he has no yards rushing. As for through the air, 14 of 19 for 181 yards through the air and a touchdown for Barrier.
I was not expecting that.
No. Barrier also with the rushing touchdown as well. Coates, 3 receptions for 19. Bailey, 3 receptions for 50. Cunningham, 4 receptions for 86. Thomas De La O, 1 reception for 6 yards. 1 reception each for Camden Wilson and Braden Edmonds for 10 yards apiece. So, Trent, we talked about it in the pregame. I don't know who heard it, but for those of you that did, we did talk about thinking that this was going to be a pretty high-scoring ball game, and the defenses have played very, very well in the first half.
And they have. They've proved us both wrong, as I thought this was going to be an offensive game when we first started the first quarter, but both defenses have played really, really well. Both have held both offenses in check. And as we get kicked off to start the second half here.
We are started in the third quarter, taken from about the 18 across the 30, 35 is going to be met by Camden Wilson as he lowered the shoulder and lowered the boom. Nonetheless, the Bobcats are going to start in pretty good field position from their own 37-yard line.
And I want to thank everybody again for sticking through some of the technical issues we were having. I think I got it all ironed out now. Had to do some resetting and restoring to factory defaults. But aside from the technical jargon, we are back to full force here on Anahuac Sports Live, and we appreciate every single one of you, especially all the Bobcat fans watching, and especially all of the Anahuac fans as well. And again, we apologize for all the problems that we were having earlier on.
First down and 10 for the Bobcats as the inside handoff is going to go to Dishler. He's going to have some room, trying to stretch it, and does. Across 45, is going to get knocked out of bounds at the 48-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 11. Going to be a first down on the first play of the second half.
Well, I talked about Dishler in the pregame show, and if he gets past that first level into the second level, I mean, he is very hard to bring down. And he showed it just right there on that play. He got away from the guys behind the line, and then he made them pay for it, moving the chains once again for the Bobcats.
First down and 10 from the Orangefield 48-yard line. Just in the beginning moments of the second half, pitch is going to go left. Perry-Cosi is across midfield. He has room, is going to get pushed out of bounds at the last second, but not before he's able to pick up a good chunk of yardage. Give them 14, move the chains once more, back-to-back first downs for the Bobcats to open up the second half.
When it seems like the Panther defense is just, back on their heels a little bit here. They haven't seen a running game like this all season. They've been too busy defending the pass game all the preseason, except for from Newton. But they've got to do a better job of swarming to the football.
First down and 10 in Panther territory from the 37. Under center, handoff is going to go to Singleton. Singleton's going to be met by a host of defenders in the backfield, including Robert Bailey and Jonathan Cooper in on the tackle. They are going to give him a pickup of 1. We'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
Well, better job up there up front in the trenches, shutting in the holes.
Second rush for Singleton for 2 yards. 2nd down and 9. Clock running. We'll get you some more scoring updates from around the area as we get them. I formation, pitch right. Dishler is going to have room across the 35 following his blocker. There's going to be a flag down. It is going to be in the vicinity of holding. They've got it thrown at the 34.
And it is a hold call.
So from the 34, we'll set him back to the 44. And we'll repeat 2nd down. So we'll technically be a loss of about 8 yards on the hold after a pickup of 2 for Dishler. So I'm going to move it to the 43, so a loss of 7 on the penalty. We'll bring up 2nd down and 15. Under center. Parker is going to hand it off inside to Dishler, and he is not going to be able to break it out. In fact, he's going to lose about 5 yards on that carry.
When I just said it, I mean, getting in better penetration, closing the gaps. A little bit better is the defensive front of the Panthers, as it looked like the Bobcats were starting to get in a rhythm and now backed up closer to midfield. Quick update. Tarkington leading the Hornets of Hardin 7-0 in the third quarter. Still a tight game over there.
Boy, so that score was right. That those two teams went to halftime 0-0.
Buna still all over Kirbyville, 35-8.
3rd down and I-10. Bobcats looking downfield, throwing downfield, has a man,
but
he's going
uncovered.
He's going to overthrow him. No harm, no foul. This should bring the punting unit on for the Bobcats, and the Panther defense has held here on the first drive of the second half.
Well, the Panthers got to be really careful right here because, as I said it in the pregame, the Bobcats did do a fake punt against Buna when they were in Buna territory. And, I mean, yeah, they've got a long way to go for this 4th down, but you always got to be looking out for the fake punt.
Snap back. Kick is a good kick once more. Going to be taken at the 15. Across the 20, going back and forth, trying to make a man miss. He does. He's going to fall forward to about the 23, as that is where the Panthers will set up shop for their first possession of the second half.
Newton Eagles destroy Anderson Shiro 69-0. Oof. To be expected.
And they're going to mark it at the 22. Want to thank Anahuac Florist for being the sponsor of the third quarter for tonight's ball game. 409-267-3875, AnahuacFlorist.com. Inside handoff after the fake pitch is going to net about a yard. De La O on the carry will bring up 2nd down and 9. So the duo of Wilson and De La O, who's had really good results the last when they've gotten their chance. 36 yards between them on 8 carries so far tonight. It's been Barrier relying on Barrier's arm to get the Anahuac Panther offense moving. 3 wide from the near hash. Anahuac moving right to left. 8:52 and counting. Barrier sets back, rolling left, under pressure, and is just going to throw it away. That Bobcat secondary has played very well tonight.
Well, they've been able to keep Barrier from really setting his feet and finding targets, but they've been covering the receivers very well. They're just, hasn't been able to get an opening. You've seen a couple to Talon Cunningham, but that was about it.
So third down and 9 after the incompletion from Barrier. Still from the near hash. Barrier will go out of the pistol. 3 wide to the far, 1 to the near. Under pressure, it's going to be sacked from behind. He didn't have a chance. Looking for a number. He's going to go handle the punting duties as well. In on the sack for the Bobcats, number 7, Mason Houghton, the junior. Linebacker came in pretty much untouched from the weak side. So De La O set back to punt. Drops the ball, has time, is still able to get it underway. Is going to be called for a fair catch at midfield. So a duo of punts for both ball clubs here to open up the second half. Orangefield getting a little bit of the better end of it with better field position here at midfield.
Well, they'll start at the 50. That's where it was fair caught. Almost a disaster there for the punt unit of the Panthers as the snap was bobbled, but able to get it away was Dello.
Beautiful evening here in Anahuac. 69 degrees outside, wind blowing out of the northeast, 6 miles per hour. Flags are pretty still here at Kyle White Stadium as the handoff is going to go to the third back, and he's going to pick up 11 yards on the carry. That was Perry Cosi. Very quickly, he has more than doubled his output in 2 carries here in the second half. He's up to 39 yards on 6 carries. Move the chains, first down. From the Panther 39-yard line. We'll tick under 7:35 and counting here in the third quarter. Hand off to the first man through is Singleton. Singleton's going to pick up, give him 2. We'll bring up second down and 8. So the slot T offense, just really something, as we've spoken on, that the Panthers have yet to see this year. And even moving forward through the rest of district play, it's going to be teams who have a spread offense. Pitch, right side, trying to find it. One of the great things that Cameron Dishler does is he's still going. Very patient runner, and he's been making moves, trying to cut back. He does inside the 10-yard line.
Amazing. He's so hard to bring down. He's very big. He's very strong. And he just makes defenders bounce off of him left and right.
32 yards on the pickup, first and goal for the Bobcats, as I have him at 18 carries and 148 yards. But and I thought that they were going to get him down, but they didn't. Just a very patient runner. He's waiting for his blocks to be set up, then attacks, and that is exactly what you need in this slot T offense.
Right.
Under center's Parker, 1 setback. Pitch left, Dishler going to try to string it out, and he is not going to get there. In on the tackle. Is that Henneke? Nope.
Didn't catch it.
In on the tackle was Garrett Dye. So a loss of 5. Second down and goal from the 11. 5:40 and counting here in the third quarter. They're going to come with 2 wide here to the near side. One setback is Dishler, pitch right, trying to find somewhere to go. Panthers trying to string it out and are finally going to get him out of or inbounds after he picks up a couple. And I say a couple, and got down to the 6. So that's going to be the 5 that they lost. We'll bring up third down and goal from the 6. Sustained drive here by the Bobcats. 8th play of the drive. They've eaten up almost 4 minutes of the clock already. They'll go 2 wide to the far side. I formation. And they're going to have false start against the Bobcats, so send them back 5 yards again. Third down and goal from the 11. Got that as their 5th penalty tonight for 35 yards.
That particular penalty that close to the goal line is a blessing for the Anahuac Panther defense. As if they can come out with the Bobcats with a field goal here.
Actually, I'm sorry.
Might be a victory for them.
And it's actually their 6th penalty for 45 yards. I didn't get that holding on at the end of the first half.
But so far, I've been very impressed with the Bobcats' run game. I watched a little film on them this week, and against the teams that they faced, and they came to play tonight.
Double pitch is going to go to Dishler. He's going to turn it straight up into the end zone. Touchdown from 11 yards out. Nice play call there, and nice execution by the Bobcats to put it in the end zone.
Well, the Panther defense definitely didn't see that one going and paid the price there.
Dishler's 2nd touchdown of the evening. He's got 1 through the air and 1 on the ground. Point after. Snap is going to be good. We're going to have a couple of penalties as
one of them's roughing the kicker.
And I believe on the near side, Panthers got off to a early start offside, so they'll decline the offsides. They'll probably accept the roughing the kicker, and that will be assessed on the kickoff. That was a running into, so they'll decline that as well. PAT is good. So with 4:20 remaining here in the third quarter, the Bobcats have struck first in the second half and have taken the lead 22-15. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live. Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry back here from Kyle White Stadium. End-over-end kick is going to fall at the 23 across the 25-30. Makes a move, 40, 45, cuts back, is going to be taken down at the 49-yard line. And just like that, the Panthers are going to have their best starting field position of the evening, just as Orangefield just started at their own 50, or at midfield on the last possession. The Panthers 1 yard away from midfield here with 4:12 remaining in the third quarter. That drive by Orangefield, 9 plays, took 4:16 off the clock. It was a Dishler 11-yard rush straight up Broadway. The point after was good, 22-15 Orangefield. on your turkey shoot scoreboard. Barrier slings it out to Wilson, right side, trying to make a move. Is going to get forward progress to midfield, but host of Bobcat defenders met him there. In fact, they're going to say he got only back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd down and 10.
And again, the swarming white jerseys of the Bobcat defense is just continuing what they started to do in the first half, and they're pursuing the Panthers very well, and they're sniffing out the screen plays, and it seems like that they've definitely done their homework when it comes to this Panther passing game.
2nd down and 10, 3:30 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Barrier going to hand it off. Wilson is going to be taken down. He's going to get to midfield, so give him a yard, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. $33 yards on 7 carries. To round the area of the field where the first drive of the ball game, head coach Greg Neese went for it on 4th down. Be interesting to see what he does here, down by a touchdown. So 3rd down and 9 from midfield. 3 wide, 1 to the far side, to the near. They got Coates and Bailey to the near side. Under pressure again, as Barrier is just had no time there. They've dialed up some nice blitzes on 3rd down. Very quickly, the punting unit comes onto the field for the Panthers.
Well, and the defensive front for the Bobcats, they definitely got some good penetration, but the linebackers, just like you said, the blitz packages were definitely working for them. And they're making Barrier scramble, and he just is not getting the receivers that he wants wide open, and but the receiver's job, they need to create some separation to give him a chance.
Delano gets a good punt to the 10, across the 15-20, makes a move, is going to get hit from behind at the 24. He's going to fall forward to the 27. And that is where the Bobcats will start their 3rd possession of the 3rd quarter.
Well, it's very important for the Panther defense not to let the Bobcats score on this particular possession.
Yeah, another score. Anytime you get down a couple of scores to a team like Orangefield where they can just eat the clock, it becomes increasingly difficult for the other team. And in this case tonight would be the Anahuac Panthers. 1st down and 10 from the 27. Handoff is going around to Perry Cosi. Going to give him a pickup of 1. 7 carries, 40 yards for Perry Cosi. We'll tick under 2 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 9. As we said earlier, really good crowds for both teams.
Definitely that. They've filled the stands here tonight on both sides.
Pitch right. Dishler trying to string it out, gets a great block across the 35, pushed out of bounds, and he's going to get enough for the 1st down. He's going to get 10. Needed 9, got 10. 169 yards on the ground.
Greg Neese talked about, it being a little demoralizing when their run game is clicking, and you can kind of see it, on the sideline and in the defensive side. I mean, it's an awesome thing to see as far as the play calling is concerned on the Bobcat side. But the Panthers have really got to figure it out here and try to stop the run game.
1st down and 10 from the Bobcat 40. Handoff is skipping his way forward, fighting his way forward. They're going to give him forward progress to the 49, pick up a 9 for, is that Singleton? That is Singleton. 15 yards on 4 carries for Singleton. 2nd down and 1, a yard shy of midfield. 60 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. As this third quarter probably the quickest quarter of tonight's ball game so far. Checking in for the Panthers, Braden Lamferman checking in for Bailey as he comes to the sideline. Handoff straight up Broadway. Dishler is fighting his way forward, picking up more yardage. That's another pickup of 10 for Dishler. As you were spot on, Trent. Just a large, one of the larger running backs that you'll see, and just terrific strength and vision, picking up chunk yardage.
Like you said, the patience, and this goes for all their running backs. I mean, when the blocking develops and they just wait on it for it to just to come to fruition, and you got that kind of blocking in front of you, you're going to have success. There's no doubt about that when it comes to a wing T offense like the Bobcats run.
So with 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, the Bobcats don't have to run another play, and they will not run another play. We invite you to join us for the fourth and final quarter of play. As we head into it, it's Orangefield on top of Anahuac, 22-15. We'll be back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Coastal Field Services, Southeast Texas' go-to company for right-of-way mowing, land clearing, site preparation, industrial commercial herbicide application, and industrial commercial site ground maintenance. No matter what your property maintenance or clearing needs are, you can rely on the professionals at Coastal Field Services. For more information, call 832-900-9800 and visit them at coastalfieldservicesllc.com.
Alex Outram, Trenton Hart, Terry Fortenberry, your primetime crew here from Kyle White Stadium. We're in the fourth quarter. The Bobcats leading 22-15. 1st and 10, handoff, Dishler, straight up Broadway. It's going to pick up 3. Be 2nd down and 7 from the Panther 37. 24 carries, 182 yards for Cameron Dishler.
Now the Panther defense has got to come up with a stop on this possession. Clock continuing to eat up, and
Bobcats being very patient.
Definitely
with each play clock.
You have to be.
The sprint from the huddle. I formation for the Bobcats. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Pitch right. Dishler gets a key block. But we do have laundry on the field, so we will see what that is. As it stands right now, it's a 15-yard pickup for Cameron Dishler.
Not sure if it was a hold or a block in the back. Couldn't see from where we're at.
It is a hold. They threw the flag at the 31, so we'll see where they mark it. They're going to mark it at the 42. So 10-yard penalty is the 7th against Orangefield. 55 yards. 2nd down and 12. Clock running. We'll tick under 11 minutes remaining in the ball game. Two receivers to the near side, one lone setback. Inside handoff, Dishler is going to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
I didn't even know where that ball went. The misdirection messed me up too.
184 on 25 carries. Will bring up 3rd down and 10. What could be the most important defensive play of the ball game so far for the Panthers.
There's no doubt about it. The way that this clock is being eat up by the Orangefield Bobcats, I mean, this third down is very pivotal for the Panthers at this point.
So 20 seconds left on the play clock. They're sending 2 receivers to the far side. Orangefield from the far hash. Rolling right, under pressure, looking for somewhere to throw. He's going to throw it away. So far, the Panther defense has held. Now, decision time for head coach Smalley.
Well, I fully expect the Bobcats to go for it here. I mean, you're at the 40-yard line. You've had success of basically running the football right down the defense's throat. And, well, I think they're bringing the punt unit on. They're going to pin the Panthers deep, or at least try to.
As it stands, the punt unit is on the field for the Bobcats. Caleb Frisia gets the punt away. It's going to be called for fair catch. Bounces into Bobcats' hands at the 15. As we said, a most important defensive play for the Panthers. This is quite possibly the most important drive of the ball game for the Panthers.
Well, they got to make something happen here, and if they don't, then, you know, with under 10 minutes now, you've got to think of clock management. As they're back in the shotgun, 3 wide.
Barrier fakes the handoff. Rolling right, looking downfield, looking for Cunningham, has him, and it's going to be tipped away at the last second. My goodness. It was Frisia knocking it away as Cunningham had gotten behind the coverage.
Well, he definitely had some separation there and had a couple of steps on him. And if that ball would have been thrown just a tad bit harder. Frisia, we got the name wrong, excuse us. So Frisia.
Terry Fortenberry with the assist. What'd you say Newton was losing earlier? Out of the gun. Fakes the pass. Looking downfield. Trying to go to DeLeon. Has it at the 30-40. Across midfield. Cuts back. Needs a blocker. Makes a man miss at the 35.
Looking no flags. So probably the biggest gain for the Panthers of this football game.
51 yards. Barrier quickly. Wilson, left side, is going to be caught from behind. Not before he picks up 2. Brings up 2nd down and 8. 35 yards on 8 carries. 232 yards passing for Brady Barrier.
Well, the rushing game for the Panther offense has just not been able to get its footing, and which is surprising to me. But not with the swarming defense of the Orangefield Bobcats.
2nd down and 8 from the Bobcat 32. Barrier sets back. Unloading, trying to get a screen pass going to Camden Wilson. Was unable to come up with it. And just like that, 3rd down and 8. Definitely in 4-down territory, though, Trent.
Oh, yeah. If they get to that point, I've no doubt that Coach Neese will go for it on 4th down.
Clock stopped at 8:47 on the incompletion. Sends Wilson in motion. Hits him this time across the 30. Is going to get upended at the 26. Oh, they're going to mark it at the 27.
Long 2.
That's going to be about 3 yards short. 4th down and 3.
Yeah, they moved it back a little bit, so it is 3 yards. So a huge 4th down for the Panther offense as the clock continues to run, approaching 8 minutes now.
4th down and 3. Second fourth down that they've attempted this ball game. Barrier under center. Greg Neese wants to talk about it. Timeout Anahuac. We'll take it with them. 8 minutes remaining in the ball game. Huge fourth down play coming up for the Panthers. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live. Fourth down and 3 for the Panthers. 8 minutes remaining here in the game. Quick toss, right side. Coates is going to be
Wow, I'm surprised that there wasn't a flag thrown on that.
overthrown.
He wasn't even looking at the football. And that was a huge stop by the Orangefield Bobcats to give them the ball back with 7:55 remaining in the ball game.
So the Panthers here in the second half have gone punt, turnover on downs as the Bobcats eating up clock in the second half. So the Bobcats take over at their own 26-yard line. First down and 10. 7:55 remaining in the ball game. The Panthers have 2 timeouts remaining. Handoff. Dishler has room to run. 40, 45 in the midfield and into Panther territory. $25 yards. 25 yards on the pickup as the Bobcats just like that in Panther territory. $209 yards on 26 carries as we have it. Under center, handoff. Dishler, straight up Broadway, trying to find his way forward, is going to pick up 4 yards. Will bring up second down and 6.
I want to remind everybody of our scoreboard sponsor, the Oak Island Double Bayou Volunteer Fire Department 50th Annual Turkey Shoot, October 15th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the Double Bayou Community Building. You can give them a call to get more information at 409-277-3345, or you can visit them on their Facebook page at Oak Island Double Bayou VFD. Somewhere. Slip it over.
Second down and 6. Pitch left. Holding on the Bobcats is going to bring this play back.
I want to mention our fourth quarter sponsor, Chambers County Abstract Company, 409-267-6262. You can go see them at ccac.net for all your title service needs. That is a hold against the Bobcats.
8th penalty of the ball game against the Bobcats for 65 yards. Will make it second down and long. So they're going to mark it at the Bobcat 46. Second down and 16. Last time the Bobcats got pushed back, the Panthers were able to hold. They're going to have to do the same this time. We'll tick under 6:45 remaining here in the ball game. Looking past, I looked at all the running backs to see who had the ball.
I was looking at it too. I didn't know that the quarterback still had it.
Braden Barker still had it. He's now 0 for 3 through the air. And nice thing for the Panthers is that stops the clock with 6:33 remaining and 3rd down and long. It's a huge defensive play here for the Panthers. Have to imagine that the Bobcats are going to go with a run. Looking to set up a screen, and
wait a minute.
There's no way.
I thought that was a forward pass.
That was a forward pass.
And I guess it was not. I guess he passed behind him. As I was getting ready to reset the...
You got to be kidding me.
As they're talking about it on the sideline, but it ain't going to matter. First down Bobcats as the... I'm going to press the replay button. We'll go back and look at it here in a minute. But ruling on the field was that the pass was thrown behind him, fell down, was picked up.
That's
definitely a momentum changer there, that kind of play.
Pick up a 25. Handoff Dishler straight up the middle. He's going to pick up 4 more. Second down and 6. Clock running, 5:20 and counting.
Gain of 4 on the carry, 2nd and 6.
Bobcats taking their time. 14 seconds left on the play clock. Second down and 6. They come to the line of scrimmage. Handoff. Dishler straight up the middle is going to pick up the 6 needed for the first down.
Let's see if I can't picked it up quick enough on the replay earlier, and I did not.
I want to thank Trinity Bay RV Park for sponsoring the replays.
Well, I've been kind of scared to go to the replay with all of the audio issues that we've been having today. And but nonetheless, thank you Trinity Bay RV Park and Lodging for sponsoring the replay, as Alex just said. Kind of got those logos in the wrong place, though, don't I?
First down and 10.
Par for the course on this Friday night.
Inside the red zone for the Bobcats. At the Panther 17. Pitch left. Is going to be fighting his way forward. Stopped inbounds. Perry Casey. See what they give him.
Looks like 3.
Very Casey on the carry.
Oh, never mind. Make it 4.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 from the Panther just inside the 15. Eating up as much game clock as possible. Handoff Dishler. He's going to pick up 5, bring up 3rd down and 2. I'll give him 4. That would bring up 3rd down and 2.
3rd down and 3.
Timeout Bobcats with 2:36 remaining in the ball game. We'll take it with them back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Hello, my name is Mark Poggles, and I'm the pastor at Community Christian Fellowship Church in Oak Island, Texas. I would like to personally invite you to join us for Bible study during the week and our church services on Sunday morning. We have a nursery for the little ones, and our church family will greet you with a smile on their face and a loving heart. Come and celebrate with us as we study God's Word and give Him all the praise and thanks He deserves. Hope to see you there. Take care and God bless. Go Panthers!
Want to remind everybody of our giveaway. Haven't been able to mention it much tonight, but we are giving away 4 AP Rally towels as usual. All you had to do was go over to our Facebook page and like and share one of the 2 YouTube video links that we put up tonight. Again, like and share one of the 2 YouTube videos on our Facebook page, and you'll be entered to possibly win one of our 4 AP Rally towels. Giving away 300 Rally towels at homecoming when East Chambers comes to town here in a couple weeks.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 2. Bobcats trying to draw the Panthers off sides, but that's going to be a false start. 5 more yards, 9th penalty of the ball game for the Bobcats, 70 yards. For the Bobcats, they go home next Friday night to take on the Longhorns from Tarkington. The Panthers travel to Kirbyville next Friday night.
And that's definitely where we'll be. We'll probably be working on cell phone signal, but I'll be trying to get us some internet before then. Just keeping an eye on all of our socials so you get all of the information prior. Hopefully we don't have to restart a stream next week, Alex.
So the Bobcats were about to run out of time on the play clock. They call timeout. It's probably going to be a 30-second timeout here on the field with 2:36 remaining. We'll keep it here. But now the game against Kirbyville becomes that much more important next week. As I know you're trying to get some scores here. They have not updated the Kirbyville score. Well, yeah, they have. 4th quarter, Buna leading Kirbyville 35-8. As for Tarkington,
they're up 14-6 over Hardin, is what I have shown. Looks like Buna is definitely going to come out of that one. I had a Woodville score earlier. If this awesome app would work correctly. Man, Port Arthur Memorial edging out Crosby 20-13.
Is that final?
That is final.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. One setback is Dishler. Trying to string it outside and is going to be corralled by a host of Panther defenders. That will bring up 4th down.
Well, if the Panthers want any shot, they have to hold this 4th down attempt here. Orangefield Bobcats may elect to put one through the uprights just for insurance. Waiting to see where they put the marker. I guess they got it set. It's only a gain of a yard. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, so he wants to get the clock right. That's nice of him.
Which clock is that? The play clock or the game clock? 2:29 is what they're hollering to get it at. Waiting to get it set. Huge 4th down inside the Panther red zone coming.
He's trying.
Looks like the Bobcats are setting up to try and put one through the uprights for a field goal, which would make it a 2-possession ball game. There we go. We got the clock reset at 2:29.
So T is down at the 20. It's going to be a 30-yard field goal attempt here for the Bobcats. Ty Butler handling the kicking duties for the Bobcats. Snap back, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 2:25 remaining in the ball game, the Bobcats tack on another field goal. They extend their lead to 10, 25-15. Back after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Shut down. Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry back here from Kyle White Stadium, where with 2:25 remaining in the ball game, the Bobcats have tacked on a field goal, and they now lead the ball game 25-15. Anahuac, with 2 timeouts remaining, is going to have to move pretty quickly if they have any chance left in this ball game.
Yeah, they're definitely going to do that. I was just telling you during the break that the Panthers would have to have a quick score here and at least an onside to have a chance, because it is a 2-possession ball game now. But the way that the Orangefield Bobcats have been playing defense, I would expect them to do everything in their power to prevent that from happening.
Over-end kick is going to fall to the 17, and trying to find his way forward is going to be tackled at the 25. And that is where Anahuac, only their 4th possession of the second half. As the Bobcats have thrown up a shutout since halftime. From the far hash, Barrier. Looking right, looking left, has a man, it's Cunningham. Cunningham is going to have it at the 42-yard line.
Good job there by Cunningham to hold on to the football by that big hit.
That's going to be a pickup of 17, first down of 16, move the chains. $102 yards for Cunningham through the air. Statue of Liberty play going downfield, trying to get it to Cunningham again, and was going to have to climb a defender and was not able to get there. Falls to the turf with 1:58 remaining in the ball game.
Just not quite enough on that football to get there. Cunningham still had a step on him.
As I have it, 2:55 through the air for Brady Barrier tonight. His most in a single ball game. Second down and 10 from the Panther 41. Quick toss, Coates. Coates is trying to break a tackle, does not. He's going to get 8. There is a flag on the field. Ineligible man downfield is going to be the call. Third penalty of the ball game for the Panthers for 30 yards. So second down and 15 from the 31. Barrier under pressure and is going to be mauled in the backfield. He's going to get sacked down to the 25. That's going to be a loss of 6 and brings up third down and I-10. Well, that'd be the other way. So third down in Oak Island. Minute 33 remaining. Panthers have to take a timeout. Third down and 23.
That was close.
Oh for 5 this evening on third downs for the Panthers.
Well, a lot of things out of character from what we've seen from this Panther team so far this season. As things have just not been able to click for them tonight.
So third down, 23 from the far hash. Barrier will be out of the gun. 2 receivers to the far side. Includes Cunningham and Bailey. Coates to the near side. Barrier sets back, has time, gets it away to De La O. He's going to get across the 40 to the 45. Going to get a chunk of yardage back. Going to get 19. We'll bring up fourth down and 6. Barrier, quick to Coates, is going to fall to the turf. And that will pretty much do it. Panthers just didn't have enough firepower against the Bobcat defense. So first down and 10 for the Bobcats from the Panther 45. With 1 timeout for the Panthers, all it's going to take is 3 knees, and this ball game will be in the books. Victory formation for the Bobcats. First knee, and reset the play clock. One more knee will do it. As we said, the Panthers will be at Kirbyville next Friday night. Tarkington will travel to Orangefield. Panthers are going to move to 1-1 in district play, 4-2 on the year. Orangefield is going to move to 4-2, 2-0 in district play. And there's a lot of prognosticators talking about how this game would be huge in district play. Orangefield now setting atop the catbird seat in district play.
Well, that they are, and in full control of their destiny as far as the district goes. And the way that they played the Panthers tonight, I can't say that they will lose another district game.
That was an impressive showing considering the offensive firepower that the Panthers have put up this year. The clock hits double zeros, and that is the ball game. The Orangefield Bobcats have come into Anahuac and have defeated one of the highest scoring teams in the Golden Triangle area, 25-15. As we'll be back with the postgame show after this on Anahuac Sports Live.
Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you by Anahuac Florist, Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, Capital Farm Credit, Community Christian Fellowship Church, Chambers County Abstract Company, Coastal Field Services LLC, Four Corner Tires, Gator Garage, Jerry Seafood Incorporated, Julia Luna Real Estate, K-Max Services, Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm, Rebecca Lynn Photography, Amber Villarreal, Insurance Agent with State Farm, Third Coast Martial Arts, the Oak Island Double Bayou VFD Turkey Shoot, Swanky Insurance Agency, Title Services Incorporated, Trinity Bay RV Park and Lodging, Turan Lawn Care, Hillary Auto, Insurance Agent with Texas Farm Bureau, Turn 2 Specialty Companies, and Wilcox Drug Store in Anahuac. Anahuac Sports Live is brought to you by Anahuac Florist, Anahuac National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, Capital Farm Credit, Community Christian Fellowship Church, Chambers County Abstract Company, Coastal Field Services LLC, Four Corner Tires, Gator Garage, Jerry Seafood Incorporated, Julia Luna Real Estate, K-Max Services, Porter's Wild Game Processing and Alligator Farm, Rebecca Lynn Photography, Amber Villarreal, Insurance Agent with State Farm, Third Coast Martial Arts, the Oak Island Double Bayou VFD Turkey Shoot, Swanky Insurance Agency, Title Services Incorporated, Trinity Bay RV Park and Lodging, Turan Lawn Care, Hillary Auto, Insurance Agent with Texas Farm Bureau, Turn 2 Specialty Companies, and Wilcox Drug Store in Anahuac.
Alex Outram, Trent Hart, Terry Fortenberry back here with the Title Services post-game show where we have gone final from Kyle White Stadium. The Orangefield Bobcats defeat the Anahuac Panthers 25-15, and one of the biggest plays of the ball game, we were actually able to go back and watch, and it did turn out that the referees were correct. It was a backwards pass where the 25-yard fumble recovery, quote-unquote, fumble recovery / rush, right, turned a 3rd down and 16 into a 1st down, and for all intents and purposes, iced the game for the Bobcats.
Well, it was a huge play there for the Bobcats. Because there was a, it would if it had been an incompletion, then it had been 4th down, but it wasn't. And when we went back and looked at it, he was standing around the 38. The ball was passed, and it fell around the 35, so it was a backwards pass. So they were correct on that particular play. But talking about the Orangefield Bobcats for a minute, they put up an impressive showing here against a very good Anahuac Panther team. So kudos Coach Smalley and his group. I fully expect them to definitely make noise as they move on through the district. I would be very surprised if, they didn't outright win this district at this point after seeing the run game that they were able to get established here tonight, and not to mention the defensive effort that they put up.
And not to take away anything from anyone, what a game by Cameron Dishler. Easily the player of the game for tonight's contest for Orangefield. 32 rushes, 255 yards as I have it, threw a touchdown, and ran in for a touchdown as well. Gavin Perry-Cosi, 8 carries, 44 yards. Case Singleton, 4 carries, 15. Bo Elkins had a carry for 2 yards. Parker had 2 carries, a touchdown, and but had -1 on the rushing yards. Braden Parker was 0 for 3 through the air. Cameron Dishler, 1 for 2, had a 35-yard halfback pass and an interception. Smith on the receiving end of that touchdown from 35 yards out. As for the Panthers, could not get it going on the ground. Camden Wilson, 8 carries, 35 yards. Thomas Dalo, 2 carries, 4 yards, and Brady Barrier a couple carries for no yards. It was Quandre Coates had 3 receptions for 19. Robert Bailey, 3 receptions for 50. Talon Cunningham had him a game. We talk about those sophomores, 5 receptions, 102 yards. Thomas De La O had 2 receptions for 57 yards. Camden Wilson had 3 receptions for 17. And Braden Edmonds had a reception for 10 yards. 18 of 31, 274 yards through the air for Brady Barrier. He did have a touchdown through the air and a touchdown on the ground. That touchdown going to Cunningham from 15 yards out. But that's the gist of the offense for the Panthers tonight, all through the air, very little on the ground. And you definitely know the way that these Anahuac Panthers work. When the ground game is working, both sides of the offense is working.
Well, you're right. I mean, you look at the offensive stats through these first, the first 5 weeks of play. The balance of the pass versus the rush for the Panthers has been very, very equal. And tonight they just could not get the running game established. The Bobcat front did a much better job tonight, from what I saw in previous weeks in the film, of containing in the trenches. They closed the gaps really well. The blitz packages were working. We haven't seen Brady Barrier being under that kind of pressure all year long, and I think he was sacked maybe 3 times here tonight. And when you do that to a young quarterback, he starts to second-guess himself, starts making a few mistakes. I don't think he had an interception, but nonetheless, the rhythm just did not seem to be there for the Anahuac Panther offense, and that has a lot to do with how well the Bobcat defense played.
Well, it makes the game coming up next week against Kirbyville that much more important, where in a 7-team district, you cannot start to tack on the losses. So big game coming up next Friday night in Kirbyville.
That it is. I mean, every district game is important, and every district game is big, and I'm sure, all eyes will be on the East Chambers Orangefield game here in a couple of weeks, and all eyes will be on the East Chambers coming here for homecoming the week after next. So I want to remind everybody that we'll be giving away 300 rally towels on the night of homecoming. That's the Friday after next, after Kirbyville. But first, we have to take care of Kirbyville. We will be there. Anahuac Sports Live will be live. I'm not sure yet to what extent that will be. Hopefully we won't have as much problems as we did here tonight. But nonetheless, we will get it done one way or the other, and we'll see if the Panthers can bounce back against the Kirbyville Wildcats.
Well, that'll do it for tonight from Kyle White Stadium. Alex Outram speaking on behalf of my broadcast partner, Trent Hart, as we remind you of the final score. Orangefield defeats Anahuac 25-15. Stay tuned to Anahuac Sports Live for everything going on throughout the week. Again, tomorrow from PNG for the band competition, as well as the cross-country meet happening tomorrow. So stay tuned to Facebook for scheduling purposes, and we'll catch y'all next week, next Friday night from Kirbyville. So long, everybody.